Hi, my name is Adrienne Wilson. I'm with IdeateTV, and I'm with Coffee Kang.
Hi, I am a film director of the film A Swim in the Desert, and I am a part of the AWC Fellowship this year with Visual Communications.
Can you tell us a little bit about your film?
So A Swim in the Desert is ultimately about the fabrication and collapse of a California dream. It opens with the protagonist Kay, a Asian woman, unable to close her eyes after witnessing a spectacular scene of water compositions in Alabama hills. And then she went on to this journey of seeking cures. And it's the journey itself engages with the history of water in Los Angeles. So she encounters a spirit from the St. Francis Dam collapse, and then she ended up at the drained lake at Owens Lake. Yeah, so that's the film.
That's the overview. All right. What drew you to the story?
So I've always been interested in water in Los Angeles and in California landscapes. I grew up with water. I grew up in Shanghai, and I went to college in Hong Kong. And so water has been like a very prominent presence in my life, in my upbringing. And so when I moved to LA, I think for a lot of people who moved to LA, like the first question you would ask was like, well, where is the water? Like, I mean, because like, where does all the drinking water comes from? And so there's a, dried LA River. And so like, I think that kind of just got me interested in the history of that. And so I've been doing research in the desert, and also like the concept of vision came a little later when my own eyes got like my eye doctor told me that I don't close my eyes fully when I blink. And I think it's not that uncommon. And so that just kind of like got me thinking about like the anxiety, the everything behind it. So like kind of tied vision and water together in this film.
Immediately I started consciously blinking. I was
yeah, right. And yeah, so that's kind of how the film came about.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the experience of making a film? Do you like sharing with people?
So I came from a visual artist background, so this is actually my first time making a narrative film.
Okay.
And it's very intimidating. It's very hard, and but I found a lot of joy in collaboration with different professionals, and find also a lot of joy in showing it with a group of people, like just experiencing the film itself together. So having that support, having that kind of community is really empowering as to me as an artist. And now I kind of want to make more films. Yeah.
Awesome. What's a message that this film speaks about that it needs to be heard today?
I think there are a lot of anxiety around diasporas in the current climate.
Yeah.
And that's a question that I asked myself a lot in the making of this film. And if you see this film, you'll reach the final scene of a group of people swimming on a dried land. And I am thinking about like how we've been negotiating as diasporas, negotiating the legitimacy of being here, the legitimacy of our identity, and the space that we have to make ourselves. And I want like people to have like a sense of like agency, like when they reach that scene, and feeling like you can be liberated from that power dynamic if you share that with your community, and if you share your connection with the land, with the nature, as a form, as a power of nurture and care.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So
That's a
yeah.
wonderful message.
Thank you.
You've mentioned that you were part of a fellowship. Can you talk about your experiences with that?
So, armed with a camera, I believe this is the 26th edition of the fellowship. It's hosted by Visual Communications, and so I got to work with 5 other really, really amazing filmmakers who's also screening tonight. And the fellowship provides you a stipend, and beyond that, they also provide mentorship. I got to work with 4 amazing mentors: Savary, Angela, Jeff, and Norbert, who really pushed me out of my comfort zone and make this film happen. So I'm very grateful for the fellowship that we were able to receive, and hopefully as we become this next generation of emerging filmmakers, we can now also pass a torch on to the next one, and then continue to foster a supportive community for everyone. Yeah.
Sure. Do you have a favorite or super meaningful behind the scenes experience while creating this film?
Oh,
Maybe just like through the fellowship, or just even on with yourself when you were editing, or...
Yeah, I kind of want to circle back to that swimming scene, just because there were a lot of difficulty in, because we shot that scene in Owens Lake. And so when you're dealing with weather, when you're dealing with, outdoor shooting, it's always difficult. And I just found the moment when we were all together, and then very quietly, like right before the sunset, we were all just like doing it together, that collective effort in making something. And that scene also kind of kept me captivated in the editing room, like over and over again.
Just working for like the shared goal.
Yeah.
That's very powerful.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's probably the most memorable behind the scene that I have for this film.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Coffee, can you share with our viewers where they can find you and follow on your journey?
You can follow me on Instagram, Coffee with 3E and then Kang, Coffee Kang. You can also find my website, which hasn't been updated lately, but
it will be.
It will be at coffee, COFFEEKANG.com. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.